Say hey, good people, what's the word? It's your man DMW 247 in the building. Just came to just chop it up with y'all briefly. Nothing real heavy, just get a few things off my chest as I do per usual once a week. So yeah, so we just, couple of weeks out from the elections. Once again, salute to Virginia for waking up and shaking it off and giving the progressives a punch in the nose, as they well deserve. Once again, we got the first black woman to have a major statewide office in Virginia. Winsome Sears, salute to you, young lady. I know you're going to do a great job. It's crazy though, like I said before in another video about the mainstream media, how they always try to spin stuff and they deflect from what's obvious to anybody that got any sense what's really going on in this world, or what's going on in communities. But yeah, they keep shooting themselves in the foot. We got the Kyle Rittenhouse trial going on right now, and from what I can see, that young man should have never been on trial in the first place. He shouldn't have been out there underage with the AR-15. But when it's all pushed, when it's said and done, he went out there to do a good thing. He was armed to protect himself, not with the intent to go out there and kill anybody. But, people thought that he was a weak link, and they quickly found out that wasn't the case. So it clearly, from the videos, from the testimony that occurred during the trial, that he operated in self-defense. So I'm pretty sure the jury is going to find their way to see that he was, to give him a not guilty plea, although the mainstream media still pushing the narrative. They mislead you. They got people thinking one thing. When people sit down and look at the facts that's been stated, they figure out that the media is no good. Like I said, to me, the mainstream media is the real enemies to the people, because they're supposed to be the ones that keep the government, the officials in check. But all they do, as I can see, is if you got a D behind your name, they're gonna allow you to push any narrative that's there for them. They're not gonna fact check them. And like I said, once the truth is set out there in the public record, people see and realize that, I've been misled. But anyhow, it is what it is. The prosecution on that Kyle Rittenhouse trial, they need to be disbarred, disbanded, because them dudes is awful. And I believe that they are actually, throwing it on purpose, because they never had a case to begin with, but because of political pressure and so have you, they had to go out there and do what they do. But they doing an awful job of it. And people mad at the judge because he got the ringtone, proud to be an American. Look, that man is an American citizen. He has the right to have any ringtone he wants. But once again, the left in this country have lost their minds. They look for any bit of anything to go get a little outrage about. So they saying, oh, he's biased and this, that, and the third. Hey, look, a man's a judge. And if he can see that the case that's being presented in front of him is not up to standards or not being done fairly, it's him to call it out. Because he is the last person, not say the last line of defense, but it's his courtroom. Anything that goes in his courtroom is under his control. So salute to the judge, man. Keep holding the prosecution's feet to the fire. And it is what it is. On an upbeat note, I gotta say my Nets are getting things back in shape. They doing what they do. They getting it in order. Right now we in the top 10 in the league in defense, which is a shock and a surprise, but we did add some defensive pieces. And they all coming together, because they don't got Kyrie, they can't rely on that offense. We gotta put things together on the defensive end to at least give us a shot. They're not giving James no calls. That man got the bleed to get a call out there. And I get it. He used to create a lot of contact. But you got to sit down and look, man. That man is a bona fide scoring threat in this league. And if he going to the basket, man, and they making contact, look, get that man a call. But he going to get himself in the shape and back in order. He doesn't have 3 triple doubles so far. With like what? We got like 13 games in. So look, tonight we should have an easy win against these dudes. We got the Pelicans. We're going to the Pelicans tonight, and they've been the trash of the trash. So I look to see them continue to improve, you know. As far as the Knicks, they trying to find themselves. Not a Knicks fan, but I'm not going to hate on the New York team just for the hell of hating on them. They got out to a quick early start, and they was doing things the right way, and they still doing it the right way. They just got to figure out how to lock in defensively because they slipped from a year ago defensively. So they got to get it back in order. But they're going to be there when it's all said and done. I don't see him as a playing team. And Thibodeau, you know, he's a hard bargain driver as far as a coach, so he's gonna get him in shape. So, you know, salute to them dudes on the other side of the water. But from here we Nets Nation. It's all about Brooklyn, and we doing what we gotta do to get ourselves in order. As far as my Jets are concerned, look, it only took the coaching staff, 6-7 games into the season to figure out that we had a better quarterback sitting on that bench. So salute to the man, number 5, Mike White, because he's doing his thing. He came off the bench, showed some life in the first game he had the chance to play in, and he's been doing his thing. Even though the wins ain't been adding up, I've been seeing a lot of good signs out of that kid. I like what he's doing out there. It's so crazy that he been finding receivers I didn't even know we had on the team. So keep doing your thing, young man. Keep pushing, and you know, at least if we got 2 young quarterbacks, right now, Zach got to see what's going on. He got to learn from the sideline, but that's a good thing. You got another young dude that's going to push you. You know how they go. Iron sharpens iron. So, yeah, that's a good sign. Hopefully we got Buffalo this week. I see Buffalo rebounded from their loss last week. But look, if it's a good little competitive game, I'll be happy with it. Like I said, this is like a throwaway year, and we still got to figure it out with the new coaching staff and all that. But salute to them guys. Let's go. Let's pick it up. Let's go Jets. Other than that, man, for the week, man, this weekend, you know, it's been like a tough week. Was buried my aunt on Wednesday. Man, that was really difficult, you know. But the fact that she was a believer, and I know that according to the word, she's, you know what I'm saying, with Christ right now. She's sitting with God in heaven, you know, and she's not going through the pain, the suffering, none of that. So it hurts being that we left behind as her loved ones. But as far as, you know, her and what she was going through, because she had a bout with cancer, and, you know, right now she ain't got to worry about that no more. All she got to do is just sit next to the right-hand side of God, you know, rejoice the fact that, you know, she had a relationship with him, and her eternity is going to be spent rejoicing with him. Yeah, so, you know, that was my week. Got the weekend coming up. Got my Barclays gig tonight. Got to go in there. Disney on Ice in town, so got to go clean up after them youngins and all they mess. And I ain't mad about the mess. That's, you know what I'm saying, another check to help pay my bills and keep my family in tune. You know, I had great report cards from my 2 sons. The progress reports was good. Academically, my eldest son, he's doing his thing, but he just got to tighten up with his little associations. And, you know, we're going to figure that out. Like I try to talk to him and tell him, you know, I know you want to have friends and be popular, but 9 times out of 10, the dudes you in school with or the crowd you in with, once y'all move on to high school, it's on to the next. So don't get caught up in what they doing. Continue to excel. Be a leader. If they're not academically where you at, you know what I'm saying? Bring them up to where you at. Don't dumb yourself down to be where they at, because in all reality, I'm not trying to downgrade nobody's children, but the fact is, the facts are, misery love company. And if these dudes are not excelling or trying to be where you at academically so that y'all can go somewhere together, if they can't keep up, then they got to get left behind. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole life to live ahead of you. You got a great chance, you know what I'm saying, to do some things that's greater than your dad. You know what I'm saying? I was a smart kid in school, but I didn't apply myself properly. But I see it in you. Me and your moms, we provide for him. I'm talking to buddy like he's here, but you know, me and his mom's, my wife, we provide what he needs and also most of the things he wants. So all you got to do is go to school, do your job, which is go to school, get good grades, and listen to your teachers. Don't be combative. Don't be disrespectful. Number one, I'm not a disciplinarian. My wife, on the other hand, she don't play that, and she gonna skin them. So I be telling them, look, do what you gotta do, because you know you gotta come home and deal with your mother when it's all said and done. So yeah, you know, and my youngest one, he's doing his thing in first grade. You know, he got a great report card. He's not even cooperate. He's attentive in class, whether wrong or right. He got his hand up. He got a thirst for knowledge. And I know when it comes to the physical fitness, that boy's all energy. So he's gonna be doing his thing, and I look forward to him and watching him grow academically as well as athletically. Both of my sons. But other than that, you know, got the weekend, got to work, so my activity is gonna be limited. But it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. Take care of my family, and I'm not even mad at that. But other than that, man, I appreciate everybody that tunes in, checks me out. I know I got to get into this algorithm, but I'm not going to just jump on topics or get into the cloud chasing. I mean, even though I am technically cloud chasing right now, I'm not going to get in it to just be putting up fluff and nonsense. I'll deal with topics that affect me and my family and that really trouble me. Other than that, man, everybody have a great weekend out there. Thank you for tuning in. Peace and power. And I want to shout out my two guys that I watch frequently. I'm talking about Doggie Diamdons TV, No Filter, with Karim Johnson, man. Them brothers really be adding on to the community in a way that's positive, not to break nobody down, not in a destructive manner, but they add on with powerful bills. So if y'all can, I know y'all probably they got more subs than me, but it is what it is, man. I really appreciate what them brothers is doing, and that inspires me to come out here and do what I'm doing. If I could just add on a little bit to somebody's life or make a change, man, I'm grateful for that, for even being able to do this right now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, everybody have a blessed weekend. Stay up, be positive, stay strong, and continue to fight the good fight. With that, like, subscribe, and leave a comment below, because you know I got to get into that algorithm. Deuces.